welcome to the Mayor, Simon Clements, and to other councillors that are here. I'm not good with names, so consider yourself welcomed. I'll ask Councillor Clements to acknowledge our traditional custodians of the land, please.
Thank you. I'd like to pay my respects and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are here today, and pay my respects to their elders past and present and emerging. And I don't think we've got any here at the moment, but if we did, I'd like to pay my respects to them as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to ask, is there any apologies?
Karen Wildersdorf.
Karen?
Robin Leslie.
Any further? Okay, thank you.
Jocelyn Linda.
All right. I'd like to introduce Glenda now, who's the president of the Caravan Committee. Most people here know who she is. So Glenda, if you want to rock up here, please.
On behalf of the Murrayville Caravan Park Committee, I welcome you to the official handover of the park to the Murrayville Caravan Park Committee. Between years 2000 and 2007, Murrayville Community Inc. asked Mildura Rural City Council if the park could be considered for upgrade and provide a greater area for vans and camping. Many requests for on-site accommodation sites had been received from travellers, workers and local families. These requests were listed in the 2007 Community Plan as being of a high priority. Social Traders was commissioned by the MRCC, Advancing Country Towns, to assess the feasibility of operating the local council-owned caravan park at Murrayville under a social enterprise model operated by the community. The business plan was a result of a collaborative process that involved Murrayville Community Inc. and Mildura Rural City Council and Victoria State Advancing Small Country Towns. Between 2012 to 2014, Murrayville Community Inc. conducted an assessment of the number of visitors to the park and accommodation inquiries. The barbecue area and the table and seating area were upgraded. Also, the toilets and laundry were modernised and reorganised, and a solar panel installed at the amenities block. The community received on-site cabin plans. A proposed 6-berth and a 4-berth cabin with disability access was considered and approved as suitable for the park. In July 2015, cabins arrived. These were then fitted out with split cycle system, electrical items, furniture and linen. A homely touch has been added by hanging photos of the Mallee. Outdoor seating has been a recent addition. In October 2015, the Mildura Rural City Council facilitated a governance Q&A training program with Murrayville Community Inc. and the community members in partnership with Sunraysia Rural Finance Counselling Service. This training focused on developing effective business governance and business management strategies. This gave the community the expertise they needed to manage an effective social enterprise. As a state government directive in 2017, all caravan parks were required to install fire services equipment. As Murrayville works off a gravity-fed water system, we are required to hold a substantial amount of water in the event of an emergency. This works was made possible under Mildura Rural City Council. Murrayville Community Inc. and Murrayville Liaison amalgamated into a newly formed community advisory group and subsequently received transfer of the Caravan Park lease in late 2017. Many volunteer working bees have been held to clean up and beautify the park. The Mildura Rural City Council removed and tidied weeds, and trees and shrubs were planted, and a significant amount of landscaping was completed. Several working bees have been spent filling in realm drains, channels, cutting back shrubs and sealing and the decking and doing general maintenance. Without our community's support, this beautiful park wouldn't be what it is today. In 2018, we installed a new washing machine and drying facility for our caretakers and the patrons to utilise. We hope to have a new and improved park signage and fencing soon, and a seating area in the park. Thank you to the Mildura City Council staff who over the years have provided service beyond what is expected of them, especially during the transition period. This type of project is unprecedented, and for it to be successful, it has required a lot of direction, support and guidance. We thank those who have provided financial support for this project, and to all who have helped in any way to bring this park to a standard that is highly praised by all visitors. Special thanks to Jeff Burr and Casey Gloucester, who have guided the committee through all the stages, and to the Caravan Park Committee for all their work. Special mention and thanks must be made of all the day-to-day work that the caretakers, Lorraine Yard, Annette Conlon and Hannah Allen, have done. Their friendly manner and attention to detail makes the park a welcoming place. Thank you to all who have attended this celebration, and we welcome you to join us in a barbecue lunch. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenda. Now, Simon doesn't know how we hand over a caravan park, so we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, thanks. I actually haven't ever handed over a caravan park, and I don't think too many mayors would have, but thank you. I'd just like to acknowledge my Deputy Mayor, Jason, wherever you are. He's hiding there with the dark sunglasses on. And Councillor Brown walked in the back there just a minute ago, and welcome to you. A special welcome, obviously, to all of you, and my welcome and appreciation to the committee. That they're just obviously wonderful people that can run this. It's just fantastic. But a special mention, obviously, to Jeff Burr, who does a lot of work down here, and an extra special mention to Casey Gloucester. Now, I know that you guys all really respect and appreciate what Casey does for you. In fact, I think at some stage, not too long ago, when we were doing a bit of a reshuffle, a lot of the members of the community here and up the Murray track actually went to bat for Casey because they were so impressed with the work that she does up and down the Murray track. So a special mention to you, Casey. Absolutely fantastic MRCC employee, and a very impressive work ethic for this area. Don't have to clap yourself, okay?
It's for you, Simon.
Just a little story. I stayed here just recently for school presentation night that was on. I won't mention where I stayed, but I will mention that it was just a little bit scruffy. Probably could have been a little bit better. Cobwebs in the corner, a few other things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, after the school presentations, I went to the pub and I had a couple of drinks. My wife was with me, and we ran into these two guys that we knew. Well, we knew one, and the other one was his mate. And they were doing some work here, and they said, "Where are you staying?" And I told them, and I said, "Yeah, it could be a bit better." And they said, "Oh, we're staying in these cabins just up the road. They are just fantastic." And I thought, really? MRCC booked me into this place, and I could have been in fantastic cabins. Turns out these are the cabins that they were talking about. And they are fantastic. Have a look at them. Just have a look at what you've just inherited. It is absolutely fantastic. MRCC, state government, through Advancing Country Towns, and you as a community, you've all worked together to create this. And this is pretty good when you have a look at what you've got here. This is pretty amazing. Technically, this belongs, in a legal sense, I guess, to the MRCC, but we're about to give it to you because of the input that you've had into it, and because it's going to be a good thing for the town to run this themselves. And the committee will run it, and the committee have done a great job so far, and they will continue to. You've got a whole lot of new facilities. Actually, this young lady just stole half my speech because she talked about all the things that I was going to talk about, the kitchen and the fantastic cabins and all the upgrades that have happened. But this has been a project that goes back to 2007. And from 2007, this has slowly been upgraded and upgraded to where it is now. And it's got a great reputation. I don't know if you know that, but there are websites and even on the phone, websites like Wikicamps and places like that. And grey nomads, when they're driving around, and I know because I was one of them for a little while, they get on these websites and there's all commentary there from other people who are doing the like thing or have done it before. And in those commentaries, they actually comment on the cleanliness of the place, the friendliness of the people, the status and quality of the accommodation. And this little place here gets a great mention. It's well respected and well liked. In fact, the people that are camped over there now, possibly, and the people that left just quite a little while ago, quite possibly came here because of that sort of commentary. And so this is going to be a viable and a working proposition for you guys. I've got a bit of paper here which had my speech written on it, so I haven't worried about that too much, but it does have the word unprecedented in it, and I think that that's important. It is actually unprecedented for a council, state government and the local community to get together to work on a project and then have that handed over to the community vis-a-vis the caravan park. So I think that you should all be very proud that you have this now. You should all be very proud of the state that it's in, and hopefully moving forward it will be a great asset to your community, bring people into the town, spend money in the shops, and I hope you really enjoy the prosperity that hopefully it will bring. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you, Simon. I don't know what you mean. You was a grey nomad. I think you don't get younger, do you? We get older, so I think you'll stay there.
I'm just grey now, I'm not nomading. So.
Ah, righto. Okay, well, that brings us to a close. I admitted to say that I don't know what's going on. We've had half the council down here for nearly twice in a month, so that's extraordinary. So anyway, I'd like to invite you all to stay for a barbecue lunch, and thanks very much for coming. Thank you. Hang on. Well, you should have got it. Apparently now we've got to cut a ribbon.
Oh.
Simon, you're going to have the job?
Oh, well, if you want me to do that, I'll do that.
Where's who? Lorraine. Where are you?
Okay, yeah.
Come over here, Lorraine, give us a camera.
Yeah, you better.
Is this still recording? Recording? Yep.
So I now officially declare this Caravan Park the property of the Murrayville community.
Okay, thank you. So we'll fire up the barbecue now.